Here are some 5 quiz questions about business structure. What are some advantages of a sole proprietorship? Choose one. A, less available capital. A simple setup, sole ownership of profits, and freedom to make decisions. C, unlimited personal liability. B, possible difficulty obtaining long-term financing. So they want to know, what are some advantages? So it's B, a simple setup, sole ownership of profits, and freedom to make decisions. What business structure do many construction contractors commonly use? A, a 5013C nonprofit. B, a limited liability company, an LLC. C, a business trust. D, a limited liability partnership. So let me give you a minute to choose one you think it might be. It's just practice for the test. 2. What business structure do many construction contractors commonly use? Answer, we're looking for B, the limited liability company. Number 3. What are some of the primary considerations potential partners need to discuss before forming their partnership? Choose one answer. A, all partners should be in agreement about the choices made by each partner. B, there needs to be an agreement that no partner will ever leave the partnership. C, a consensus must be reached concerning the division of profits generated by the partnership. D, there needs to be agreement about that each partner can have his own short and long-term goals. Pick one. Number 3. What are some of the primary considerations potential partners need to discuss before forming their partnership? If you are considering bringing someone into your company as a partner, you need to sit down before you start working and decide who's got what kind of obligation, and particularly C, you need to have a consensus or a decision concerning the division of profits generated by the partnership. This will be very important to both of you. Are you going to have 90% and they're going to have 10? Are you going to be 50-50, 60-40? How are you going to divide the profits? And losses, I might add, possible. Number 4. What are some of the characteristics of a sole proprietorship? It's just one person going into business as themselves. Choose one answer. A, ownership of assets, things you own, ownership of assets, unlimited personal liability for business decisions. B, business expenses do not need to be kept separate from personal expenses. C, you must file a separate tax return for the business. D, you're required to have a valid BIN number, BIN number. That's a number from the state of Oregon that they need if you have employees. Okay, so which one do you pick? Number 4. What are some of the characteristics of a sole proprietorship? A, ownership of all the assets, because you're a sole proprietor, but you also get unlimited personal liability for business decisions. When I see liability, I think responsibility. You take all the responsibility. Number 5. What distinguishes a limited partnership from a general partnership? Limited partnership and general partnership. A, limited liability for limited partners, and you must file with the Secretary of State. B, partnership formed by verbal agreement. C, no filing of a certificate with the Secretary of State. D, limited partners do not receive any profits. Not my mother. She wants her profits. So choose your answer. Number 5, what distinguishes a limited partnership from a general partnership? It's A, limited liability for those limited partners, and you must file with the Secretary of State.